My name is Joe Wolfley, and I am responsible for the development and support of GVConfig, Grass Valley's unified product configuration tool. GVConfig is a Microsoft Windows application used for generating product configurations prior to quoting. The tool is internally developed and allows the user to configure most products throughout our various product lines. GVConfig is available to all Grass Valley employees and is automatically licensed to all users with computers connected to a Grass Valley domain. The tool can also be licensed to authorized channel partners. Channel partners interested in gaining access to GVConfig should contact their regional Grass Valley account executive. GVConfig allows users to quickly and easily build accurate configurations based on system requirements entered by the user. These configurations can include various data points such as bill of material, pricing information, service information, network structure, bandwidth and storage capacity, software licenses, etc. Configurations are built in real time as the user enters data. Whenever a parameter is changed, the entire configuration is regenerated and all data is updated instantly. Configurations can be easily saved and shared with other GVConfig users by saving a configuration to a file, which can be distributed like any other file through email attachments or other sharing methods. The tool can produce system reports in Excel or PDF format, which can be passed on to the customer. These reports contain most of the information generated by the tool, such as the bill of material, pricing information, and so on. GVConfig is integrated with other Grass Valley systems. For example, GVConfig can generate a site config export for rolling out systems, and it has the ability to export data directly to QuoteWorks for simplified quoting. Please note that QuoteWorks is an internal Grass Valley tool and is not available to channel partners. GVConfig is updated regularly and automatically checks for updates. Updates always include the most recent pricing information and typically include new products or enhancements to existing products. With the exception of the ITX module, which is limited to specific individuals in the sales engineering organization, all employees of Grass Valley may access any of the existing product configuration modules and may switch freely between various price books. Third-party users are limited to the modules and price books specified in their individual licenses. GVConfig currently covers K2 servers and clients, K2 Central TX, GV Stratus, K-frame switchers, LDX and Focus series cameras, ITX, NV8500 and GV node routers, and NV9000 control solutions. Development for the Densité product line is currently in process, and this module will be released at the end of April. It is estimated that by the end of 2016, GVConfig will become all-encompassing, and all configurable Grass Valley products will be available in this one easy-to-use tool. Now that I've given you an idea of what GVConfig can do, I'd like to show you what it looks like. Here's the general layout of GVConfig. We've got the top menu where the user can open and save configurations, access the application and configuration settings, and export files, among other things. Next is the left-hand navigation, which allows the user to access various configuration modules and submodules. In the center is the user input section, where system requirements are entered. Finally, at the very bottom is the Quick Info section. This will display information relevant to the configuration module currently being accessed. Here's an example of the customer information and system notes populated for a configuration. It's important for a user to populate this data, so anyone who receives this configuration in the future will understand exactly what's trying to be accomplished. Here are some system requirements being entered in the K2 Summit module of the same configuration. This tool takes all the aggregated data from various input sections to build the configuration and populate the bill of materials. The bill of material not only includes the list and sell prices, but along with the unit count, and in special cases, it allows the user to override the quantities suggested by the tool. It's not typically recommended to override these quantities, but there are some cases where this is necessary. Here are some examples of the Quick Info section for this configuration. This particular example highlights the data related to the K2 Summit and GV Stratus modules. Last, we have 2 pages from the system report. Here we're showing the system attributes and some of the proposed network settings for this system. This is just a small example of what's possible with GVConfig. Please check out the GVConfig YouTube channel under the name GVConfig which is all one word, for additional overview and training videos. For questions or comments related to GVConfig, please contact me directly. My office number is 719-553-5678. Or you can email me at joe.wolfley, that's WOELFLE, at grassvalley.com. For questions related to product configurations, please contact a qualified system engineer. Thank you for your time, and please remember to complete the online quiz.